You ever get stuck trying to import data from Excel into a custom screen in Acumatica?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
It's like you hit this wall, right? You build these custom screens where Acumatica's built-in functionality just doesn't work for you.
Right. Yeah, it can be a real pain.
Well, today we're going to deep dive into a pretty neat solution from Premalatha. She's an associate software engineer at Tiana Solutions.
Okay.
And get this, she has over 250 Acumatica customizations under her belt.
Wow. That's a lot. So she's seen a lot of these tricky situations then.
Exactly. She's like the queen of custom solutions.
I bet. So what kind of problem was she tackling this time?
Well, one of her clients needed to import a whole bunch of setup information from an Excel file, and it had to go directly into a custom screen.
I've been there for sure. Sounds like a headache.
So what'd she do?
Well, she had this really elegant approach. She created a custom action button right on the grid view.
Oh, interesting.
And then using some code, she mapped the Excel columns to the fields in the Acumatica database.
So it's like creating a direct link between Excel and Acumatica. That's clever.
Yeah.
And I'll bet it saves a ton of time.
Oh, yeah, for sure. No more manual data entry.
And I was looking at her code, and she even included a function to delete existing data in the database before importing.
Smart.
Yeah.
That way you don't get any conflicts or duplicates.
Right. It's like hitting the reset button for a clean start. And to make it even easier, she provides the UI code snippet for the upload file logic.
Wow. So it's a complete solution.
Totally. And the end result? The client can now easily import data from Excel into their custom screen.
Nice.
Saves them time and improves data accuracy. I bet they were thrilled.
They must have been.
When we come back, we'll break down exactly how this custom action button works. It's magic. Stay tuned.
Okay, so now let's look at how this custom action button actually works.
Yeah, I'm curious about the technical details.
Well, first the code figures out which grid view it's working with,
Right.
and then it makes a connection to the Excel file that the user wants to import.
So it's reading the data directly from the spreadsheet.
Right. And here's the really clever part. There's a mapping mechanism.
Mapping mechanism. That sounds kind of complicated.
It's actually pretty simple. It just matches up the columns in the Excel file with the fields in the Acumatica database.
Oh, I see. So it's like a translator.
Yeah.
It takes the Excel data and puts it into a format that Acumatica can understand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And before it does that, remember that database delete function we talked about?
Yeah.
Well, that comes into play here. It clears out any existing data in the table.
So you're starting with a clean slate.
Right. It's all about making sure the data is clean and accurate. Once the data is mapped and the database is ready, the code starts the import process.
And it just transfers the information from Excel into Acumatica row by row.
Yep, just like that.
Much faster than typing it all in manually.
Way faster. And fewer errors, too.
For sure. Now, this solution isn't just for setup information, right?
No, not at all. You could use it for all kinds of data. Product catalogs, customer lists, even financial transactions.
Wow. That opens up a lot of possibilities.
It does, and it's so user-friendly, too.
That's important
Mm-hmm.
because you don't want users to have to be technical experts to use it.
Exactly. They just click the button and the data is imported.
It's a great example of how custom solutions can make Acumatica even more powerful.
Absolutely. And you know what's really great?
What's that?
Premalatha shared her code snippets with the Acumatica community.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's so helpful when developers share their knowledge like that.
It really is. It helps everyone get better at what they do.
Before we wrap up, though, there's one more thing I want to mention. It's like Premalatha and Tiana Solutions are really showing us what's possible with Acumatica.
Yeah, it's pretty inspiring. It reminds me we don't have to be limited by the out-of-the-box functionality.
Exactly. And if you run into a roadblock, you don't have to figure it all out on your own.
Nope. Tiana Solutions has a whole team of experts just like Premalatha who are ready to help.
That's right. They can help Acumatica partners and customers with implementations,
Custom.
customizations, you name it.
They really know their stuff when it comes to Acumatica.
So if you're looking for a partner to help you get the most out of Acumatica,
Give them a call, 678-910-2774.
easy as that. Now, before we go, I want to leave you with something to think about.
Okay.
What areas in your own Acumatica implementations could use a custom solution? Like the one we talked about today.
That's a good question.
Are there any processes you're doing manually that you could automate?
Or maybe some parts of the user interface that are clunky or confusing?
Exactly. See if you can find ways to make Acumatica work even better for your clients.
I like it. It's a good challenge.
By using custom solutions, you can make Acumatica more efficient and easier to use.
Absolutely.
And that's what makes us great Acumatica consultants. Always looking for ways to improve.
Couldn't agree more.
So keep exploring, keep innovating, and keep pushing the boundaries. Until next time.
Yeah.